Yes, I think this is one of the largest, or probably the largest park of its kind anywhere in the world. 30 gigawatts of renewable in one place is actually a huge capacity. Um, we are of course lagging behind the 175 number, especially this year, because there has not been so much of new capacity addition. But nonetheless, this one project itself can make up for it in a big way. And although I mean this is expected to go live in multiple phases in the next 5 years and not the next 2 years. The park will have two zones in the total area of about 72,000 hectares. That's divided into two parts. So there's a 50,000 hectare hybrid park zone where there's a solar plus wind power units, and then there'll be like another 23,000. This will be before that. I mean, this will cover about 23,000 megawatt or 23 gigawatt capacity in one of those zones. And then there's a exclusive zone which is for wind power, which is the remaining 23,000 hectares. So the way it has been divided, I think it has also got some strategic importance because the park is just between 1 and 6 kilometers from the Pakistan boundary. So I think India is also using it as a moat. Basically, the land was anyway a wasteland, which was approved by BSF or Indian Army to be transferred to the government for this project. But basically, there'll be border patrols which will be easier to make because of the land now being used and occupied, right? So the amount of surveillance needed will reduce, and then BSF can focus on specific points of intrusion, etc., from the border. So I think the project also serves that strategic purpose where India can keep an eye on the border situation almost permanently, because there'll be people around working on these projects. The main companies who are expected to invest, so there's Adani Green, there is NTPC, there's also the Gujarat Industries Power Company Limited, and of course the Gujarat State Electricity Corporation. The idea here is that a lot of the power will be bought by the Solar Energy Corporation of India or NTPC itself to supply to various for various state commitments which they have. And I think this is also quite interesting because Kutch otherwise, I mean, given the topography and given the fact that it is very, very difficult place to live in terms of the general features of the area. This will also create jobs at least for the next 5 years while the construction is going on, and then there'll be some permanent jobs to run and maintain these installations. So all in all, a pretty interesting use of a part of India which really wasn't very productive, and it caters to multiple objectives, which is national security, border patrolling, and of course the growth of renewable energy. And I suspect that some of these projects, or some, can be even replicated in other parts also, especially in Rajasthan and perhaps in other border states as well.